Hi, I'm Erica Durham. I'm the creator of Extraordinary Distances Peer Support Services and Sidestep Recovery in Helena, Montana. My goal is to open awareness to behavioral health, mental health, and addiction in Montana. So the series that I'm trying to create is how individuals and those working in the field of behavioral health, how they go extraordinary distances to meet the needs of their clients and the people that we serve, the ones that are facing crisis with mental health and addiction, and hopefully find within them their ability to see within themselves the desire and need to find recovery and what it looks like for them in their lives. When people recover, they become healthy members of society. They become functional, and then others can look to them to show that success is possible when it comes to behavioral health. Because as a community, when we work together in facing a stigma and a crisis, it takes ownership as the community works with these individuals to give them patience and grace and to provide them with more hope and opportunity for themselves, and it gives them the desire to see another day in recovery. And where there's an I for illness, for mental illness, we can take that and turn it to wellness, where it's we, together we can change. I'm a person with a background and I live in recovery. I struggle with addiction in my background, and it's a process that I have to work through on a daily basis. And I also struggle with my own diagnoses in mental illness, and I live successfully. I want to show others that it's possible for them, and I am an advocate for the people through the lived experience. And I want to let others know what is out there in these communities. I want to provide resources that I'm a peer support specialist. I'm a certified behavioral health peer support specialist. I have my extensive lived experience, and I work with other individuals to identify with them, to build trust, to instill hope that there could be a better tomorrow for them beyond living how they're living now. I primarily work with individuals with substance use disorder, and it's a diagnosed disease. And it is a disability in that sometimes it's not a choice in someone's life. They may have made that choice to pick up that first drink or that first substance, but it's about the thinking that happens inside of our heads and the change that occurs, and that how we have to make that choice within ourselves to reach out and ask for help. And there are people that want to help them. I want to help them, and they should never feel shame or guilt. But sometimes that's how many feel, and they get to a state of hopelessness where they don't feel like they're fixable, or that they're not lovable or worthy of finding recovery because of maybe the things that they've done in their past. And I'm a person who has been there, done that, and I can help lead them to the pathways to help them find successful recovery. As a peer support specialist, I don't diagnose. It's not my job. I don't deal with any of medications. Not my job. But what I can do is when someone is in a struggle, I can help lead them to the people that can get down to the deep down root of the problems. And that will be therapists and counselors who have the proper education to go in from the clinical side and to help them find that recovery. But I help them through the life experience of they may be facing homelessness and they don't know who to talk to, or they don't know resources in the area. So I want to talk about what resources are available in the Helena community to individuals, that they can do this as long as they're able to reach out, because there's many that want to. And families, addiction and mental illness is a family disease. It's met many times over, more often than not, it's whole families that are struggling, not just one individual. So that within itself becomes obstacles when you're surrounding yourself and you have people that they're also in their own plight, and these dynamics create for a perfect storm to not get well. But there are resources. Families often don't know how to help those sick family members gain that wellness. And often those people that are struggling don't feel that they can ask their family members for help, or they won't listen to them. But they can listen to someone who's been there and done that. And I can have those tough conversations with people that they aren't willing to have with anyone else, because it's amazing how much a stranger will share with another stranger. And within that, there's healing. And the closeness that you develop, especially with the peers, the peer support specialist in the area, is that they're humans just like you. They've been there, they've had their struggles, and they are there to help you when you don't know what else to do. And I'm not just the only one. I want to raise awareness that we have peers, and we're growing certified peer support throughout the whole state. And this is a brand new profession. Many don't understand what it is. But working with a person with the lived experience and walking hand in hand through these obstacles, like overcoming homelessness, going through the judicial system of the courts, shows that maybe the powers that be, say if they're working with a chemical dependency counselor, a peer support specialist can vouch for that they are actually doing something to change their lives. And with Extraordinary Distances, I will do anything and everything in my power to reach out to the resources that I have within my community to help one person. And what can take me a 5-minute text to accomplish can take a typical person maybe a week and a half, is because I already have those contacts and I do it with them. So then they can learn to do it on their own, where they feel that sense of empowerment and liberation, and they are able over a course of time to find their own recovery. What I'm going to do with Extraordinary Distances, as far as the TV set and series, is that I'm going to introduce you to the people in recovery in our community. I'm going to put recovery in the hands of our community, because together I feel we can really move mountains when it comes to individuals. And I want to introduce you to those people who are making the wheels turn to recovery in our very community. I want to raise advocacy to what is happening in our legislation, what is happening that will affect mental health and behavioral health and addiction in our state, and how people as a community can really step up to help and be a part of this movement. Because we are in a struggle right now as a state, and one person doesn't realize the capacity, what they can do to make these changes if they take the actions or they know. And we're going to raise awareness about, and we're going to make it more interactive for the community on cold case files where, you know, mental health, addiction, behavioral health has played a major role in people from our past that we don't know what's happened with them, and they've disappeared or they've been murdered. We want to raise awareness to recover their story and hopefully give their families some peace of mind, because we all deserve peace of mind. And we have that opportunity here around us in Helena to do great things, and it's just about knowing where you can help and be a part of something bigger than us.